come on, Dee, there's money to be made.
Hey, I'm supposed to be on holiday.
Ah, but you are on holiday, dear. From your work. This is just a bit of a novelty for you, this, helping out in the shop. Anyway, keeps your hand in, doesn't it?
Oh, thanks very much.
I was just trying to make her see sense. I was calm and reasonable.
Calm and reasonable? You should have gone nowhere near her. All right, John, Peter.
Oh, hello.
Hiya.
Hey, we're just on our way to open up, you know. You don't have to go shopping elsewhere.
What?
Oh, you're only joking. He can't stand it if people shop anywhere else but ours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shouldn't have gone anywhere near Diana. And Mum should never have told you that I had. You're supposed to be intelligent. How could you be so stupid? You went to see the woman you're accused of raping. To try and persuade her to drop the charges. Only she knows what happened in that room, and it wasn't rape. I wanted to make her see sense, to see what could happen to me. Get inside here.
Oh, thanks, Terry.
Why you picked him up?
You know what I mean. Thanks for it all. Hey, we've had a lovely Christmas with you.
Well, I don't think I did it just for you and him, you know. I did it for myself. I needed the company.
Yeah. We can't carry on putting on your good nature.
You can stay here as long as you like, you know that.
Hey, leave that. It's our mess. I'll do it once he's settled down.
No problem. Don't you think Barry's going to find out eventually that he's got a son?
I don't want anything to do with him. And I don't want to embarrass you by overstaying our welcome, Terry. I mean that.
Well, you're not embarrassing me, you know that.
I don't want him to see my child.
Look, I am on your side, you know. I don't know how to say this, but I feel I've got to.
Go on.
He's bound to want to know what his dad looks like and who he is, isn't he?
I'll tell him about his father when the time's right. I'll tell him all about him. Don't you worry about that.
Don't you realise what will happen to you if she goes to the police and tells them how you've been harassing her? It could be interpreted as threatening behaviour. Don't you realise that? There's nothing they can do to me that's worse than being found guilty. I just wanted to speak to her, that's all.
It's up to you, Marianne. Only you can decide.
I don't know, Ellis. It's a big decision.
Yeah, and you've got to make it. Now, do you want to buy a house or not? I need to know now. Tell me. Straight away.
Don't bully her. She might not like the area.
Oh, there's a better area than Mayfair.
Go on, then. I'll have it.
What are you going to be like when you're looking for a real house?
Oh, don't.
If only this were real.
And don't let him wait till after the wedding before he sorts the two of you out.
We'll be living in my place for the time being. Real houses cost real money.
Yeah, don't I know it. Hey, do you think the building society will let me pay off my arrears with this? I've got to say, though, that this is the nicest Christmas present I've had. Well, this and you two turning up out the blue.
Well, to be honest, bro, I was all for getting away from it all. It's Marianne you've got to thank for that. It's her decision.
Oh, well, thank you, Marianne.
That's okay. It would have been on my conscience you slaving away in the pizza parlour while we were partying down south.
Yeah, wouldn't it just?
Talking of which...
Oh, that sounds like a seriously, though. Time for work, huh?
Nah, it's all right, Ellis.
Ellis promised. You worked Christmas, he covers New Year. It'll do you good, won't it?
Whatever you say so.
No, you two go out. I've got the kids with me anyway. And I've got to pick them up in a minute.
We'll get a babysitter.
New Year's Eve. You're joking, are you?
Well, I'll get you a babysitter.
And how are you going to manage that?
With wit, charm and intuition. You leave it to me.
You know, if I had a fiver for every time I heard that...
Oh, ye of little faith.
He's a changed man, Nick.
Absolutely. I'll sort it out. Do you know where I've put the kids? I'll put them down somewhere.
Yeah, they're on the sink where you left them. Well, look, shall we finish this later or shall I wrap it up?
No, we'll finish this later. I'm winning. For once.
So, you all set for the big day? Only 6 weeks away, now.
Yes, I think.
You think? You're the ones getting married. If you don't know, who does?
Yeah, we haven't actually booked anything yet. Still a bit caught up in the romance of it all.
Well, you better be quick and reel him in while you've got him hooked, or he might be the one that got away.
Oh, there are other fish in the sea, aren't there?
Hey, I heard that. Right, see you later. Bye.
Yeah, I won't keep you too long.
Shall I make us both a nice cup of tea?
No! Thanks. Anna's taking her time. She really is becoming very unreliable.
Well, she's giving Thomas some exercise and a bit of fresh air, love. There's no fixed time to do that in. I know what's up with you, my girl. And Max is only 20 minutes late with his phone call. He's probably having trouble getting through.
Max never does today what he can leave until tomorrow. He's putting off telling me something. You should be on the phone, trying to organise a reconciliation with Mum.
Yes, all right. But it's best not to use the telephone till after Max has been in touch.
Dad, this whole situation's absolutely ridiculous. You're here, Mum's in Spain, and Max is God only knows where. Why did you have to abandon her like that at Christmas?
Steady on, Patricia. It's not entirely my fault, you know. She's the one who went native on me. I mean, we hadn't been there a fortnight, and you'd never have guessed she'd been born and bred in England.
She was only trying to embrace the local culture. And anyway, I'll bet you were behaving like a Victorian colonialist.
I was merely trying to remain faithful to my roots, that's all. Now, are you sure you don't want that cup of tea, my darling?
No, I don't. I want you and my mother reunited, here or in Spain. And I want my husband back home where he belongs. Hiya. Going shopping?
Yeah, Dad's round at our Sammy's for a couple of hours.
Oh, so much for me surprising him. Shall I come shopping with you then?
Yeah, okay.
So, what are you buying?
Anything but turkey. Listen, you haven't said anything, have you? You know about the pregnancy testing thing?
No, I haven't told your dad, if that's what you mean.
Oh, good, thanks.
It's the sort of thing that parents and children should be able to talk about. Well, I do know how difficult it is, especially between fathers and daughters.
I'd just die of embarrassment to my dad. He'd have to be peeled off the ceiling.
I know. But your dad's no different than most. I'm glad you're able to talk to me, Katie.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm no replacement for your mum, but if you ever need to talk, listen to me. You're not a daft kid, are you? You're sensible enough without me doing anything. So, why didn't you go to Sammy's with your dad?
Oh, I wanted a bit of time to myself. I saw a lot of them over Christmas. Did you go and see your sister, Beth?
No, don't really talk to her. She let herself and my mum down a long time ago. And I can't forgive her.
Why, what happened?
She went off the rails after our dad died. She went wild. Got pregnant when she was 14. Had an abortion without telling anyone.
How did she go on?
Well, she was all right. It's everyone else that was devastated.
Well, what was she like after she had the abortion? I mean, could you tell?
She collapsed in school, because she should have been in bed for days afterwards.
All I'm saying is we go 3 times a week to the British Legion. It'd be nice to have a change on New Year's Eve.
Dee Dee, I'm the compere, and I have got to be there. It's the biggest night of the year. Anyway, it'd be a great night. £1.45.
It'll be
Thanks, mate.
predictable. I mean, the people are lovely and the club's great. I just fancy a change.
What do you mean, Dee? Predictable.
8:30, first break for the bingo.
Now then, you say yourself that you don't mind the odd game of bingo?
Not on New Year's Eve.
Special jackpot, though, love.
And
There you go, then.
then you'll introduce the warm-up act. Probably a gang of young, nervous lads who think they're the answer to the Beatles, who are only there because they haven't got another booking and they're cheap.
What do you mean cheap? We paid triple New Year's Eve.
And then there'll be more bingo, and then you'll take your break and play snooker.
Now be fair. We only played the one frame.
In which time Steve Davis could have won the World Championship.
Then it's back to ours for the hot pot supper. The perfect New Year's Eve.
Perfect.
So, we're settled on spaghetti bolognese then, are we?
Yeah, fine. If I give you the money, would you mind if I just nip over and see me mate?
No, of course not. You can settle up later. I'll just be in the trading post.
Right, okay, see you later. Lynn?
Yes, love?
Katie,
Yeah?
have you got a minute?
Well, I was just going over to the petrol station to see me mate.
Could you pop in here after? I want to ask you a favour.
Okay, it won't be long.
All right. See ya.
You all right?
Not really. It's about... Well, a friend of mine has gone into trouble. She might be making a big mistake. She's thinking of having an abortion without telling her mum and dad. Just like your sister, Bev. I just want to know if I can help her. She's in such a mess.
And she works over there, does she? Ah, the pregnancy predictor kit. Oh, it's not Jackie Dixon, is it?
Oh, no. Mother make you out.
Right. Look, we'll talk, and it'll just be between us, okay?
Put it back to the post, isn't it?
Well, it's Christmas, isn't it? Chaos at the post office. No one really knows what day it is.
For you.
Hmm?
For you. Where's it from?
Just a late card from a friend.
Friend?
Some nutter.
A seed of evil doers. Children that are corrupted, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. All rapists should be castrated. My God. What kind of people are out there?
I suppose it's to be expected.
It came through the post. How do they know where you live?
Everybody in court knows where I live. They read out our address, didn't they?
It's unbelievable. There are people who treat that courtroom like going to a bingo session. It's just as well we'll be at the Uncle Hugh's from tomorrow.
I don't think I should go with you.
Look, it's for the best. Your mother's handed in a notice. You're temporarily off work. There's no reason for us to stay. We'll be away from it all down there. They'll be all right with the police. I'm sure you'll let them sign the bail book at another police station.
I'm not going anywhere, Dad. I'm sticking it out here.
Don't be silly. This card's just the tip of the iceberg. They'll be coming round here next, knocking on the door. I just confirmed that it's a good idea to get away.
No.
Yes, Peter. We'll slip away on New Year's Eve. Nobody'll notice us go.
I'm sticking it out here. I don't want to be here to receive threats and insults. But sneaking away would be admitting I'm guilty, and I'm not. I'm staying here.
We're leaving anyway. Why not go sooner rather than later and minimise the discomfort?
Discomfort? No. While I'm still on trial, I'm not going to fan the flames of gossip by disappearing from the close. I am innocent.
Something really exciting on New Year's Eve.
Don't know yet. I think we're open to offers.
Well, how about keeping me company down the Legion? You can sit at the celebs table.
That sounds like an offer not easily refused.
She makes it sound like a dull night, doesn't she? And it isn't. It's great, really. You and Frank would enjoy it, Lynn, honest.
Yeah, you could lead the conga. The night's so predictable, there's bound to be a conga.
Now, you don't know that for sure.
Oh, don't I?
Oh, right. See you later then. And I'll let you know what we're doing New Year's Eve.
Right, bye.
Cheers, Lynn.
You all right?
I'm all right.
It'd be nice if they came with us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, you certainly know how to sell a good night, don't you?
Oh, they'll go. Just from the magnetism of the compare.
But Leanne's determined to go ahead with an abortion.
How far on is she?
For 7 weeks, I think.
How's she going to go about it?
Well, she'll be 16 in a few weeks, so she's going to an NHS clinic. She reckons they won't tell her mum and dad.
Oh, the poor girl. Well, why does she think she has to be 16?
Well, so no one will tell her parents.
But they won't in certain cases.
Yeah, but she just thinks she can get away with it.
Hello.
What sort of people are her parents? Do you know them?
Not really. She reckons her dad will kill her.
I think she's probably exaggerating. She might be surprised to find her parents are quite supportive.
You won't tell anything to anyone, will you?
Well, no, of course not. Not if you don't want me to.
Katie? Hiya, did you forget me?
Oh, sorry, what was it you wanted?
I just wondered what you were doing on New Year's Eve.
Well, Brett Anderson from Suede wants me to go to a party, or I might just end up staying in with Poison Electric Head.
Poison Electric Head?
That sounds painful. I'm looking for some babysitters for Leo and Gemma. I just thought I'd mention it. You could have some mates round and, well, I'd pay you.
Great, how much?
£2.20, please.
All right, Bing. What are you doing back here so soon? Thought you'd be part of the Costa toll crime set by now.
Well, just back to clear up a few loose ends, you know, that sort of thing.
I don't know. We get all the jet setters in here, don't we, eh? Hey up. There's another one. So, how long are you back for, then?
Not sure, really. Just as long as it takes, I suppose.
Mrs. with you, is she?
No.
No? How did you get away with that one?
Ron, don't be so nosy.
No, really. It's a relief to be able to have a chat when you're shopping. My Spanish is non-existent.
So, you won't be with your wife on New Year's Eve, then?
Probably not.
Why might she be flying over for it, like?
Ron, this is none of your business. I'm sorry about this, but I know what it's building to.
What are you on about?
You're going to try and persuade this poor man to go down the Legion, aren't you?
Now, whatever makes you think that?
Because I've been married to you forever, Ron, and I know the way you think.
Well, look, as she's over there and you're over here, and my wife has already made the suggestion, why don't you come with us to the Legion on New Year's Eve?
That's very kind of you, Ron. I'm not absolutely sure what I'm doing yet, but, well, thanks for the offer.
Yeah, tell you what, Bing, I can promise you a good night. We've got some great entertainment on.
And Ron's on as well.
So, you had a good Christmas then, did you? Spend it with your new girlfriend, did you tell? Yeah, I had a quiet one, thanks. Why? Only asking, that's all. So what is she then? Brunette? Blonde? Redhead? Skinhead? She's a brunette. Oh, I bet you it's dyed. I bet she's a natural blonde, really. All right, what are you getting at? Nothing. Like I say, I'm only asking, say. Yeah, well, I've got to go a minute, Woody. All right, see ya.
Hello? Max! No, I was in the bathroom. I knew as soon as I went up there you'd phone. Well, why didn't you ring when you said you would? What? Well, tell Mum she has to come home with you. What do you mean? You've not been feeling very well? Oh, no. This whole situation is getting completely out of hand.
Hiya! Out again?
Just on my way home, actually. Oh, and I mentioned New Year's Eve to Frank, and we will be going to the Legion, providing we can get in, that is.
No problem.
And can I lead the conga?
I'll see if I can pull some strings. Listen, have you got time for a coffee before you get off home?
Oh, I think I can manage a quick one before I get back to my hoard.
Good.
So, are you likely to bump into your friend Joe Halsall today, then?
What made you sense?
Just interested, that's all. Now that I'm almost part of the family.
I didn't know that, you know.
You invited her for lunch on Christmas Day. Sounds quite pally to me.
Well, she was on her own. I thought I was going to be, that's all.
So you say.
What is this?
How do you mean?
Well, she was on her own for Christmas Day. I felt sorry for her, that's all.
So you are interested in her?
She's not my type.
What is your type?
I don't know. But definitely not a woman who owns clubs and flits around from place to place.
So you're looking for the nice, quiet, homely type to settle down with?
I'm not looking for anyone. And certainly not to settle down with.
Okay. Just looking after your welfare, that's all. As I say, I'm almost part of the family.
And now, thanks to you and Mum, I'll be spending another New Year's Eve without my husband.
Oh, come on, Patricia. Max didn't say categorically he'd still be in Spain. on New
You
Year's
should be over there, Dad. You should be over there trying to persuade Mum to come back to England, if you want her to. Not leaving it to my husband, who now tells me he's not feeling very well.
No, just a touch of Spanish tummy. You'll
It's
be all
not
right.
fair, Dad. I wanted Thomas to spend New Year's Eve with his parents, not us and his nanny. And he still doesn't understand why he's had to move in with Anna again.
Look, Patricia, I'm sorry. I really am. Would you like me to phone Max and have a chat?
It's your wife you should be talking to, not my husband. Anyway, I won't be in just now. They've gone down to the old town so that Mum can buy her bread from an authentic Spanish baker.
Oh, yes, I know the one. Look, I bought her some biscuits. Are you sure you don't fancy a cup of tea?
Oh, go on. God only knows when Max is going to get back.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Well, just explain it all again to Thomas, will you, please? He's very confused about it all.
Will do. Sorry.
All right, Barry, look, I'm a bit busy at the moment. Place is a bit of a tip.
It's all right, Sally. I won't come in. Just thought I'd drop this off.
What is it?
It's a present. For you and your girlfriend. See you around, sir.
What was that all about?
I don't know, no idea.
Well, you better open it.
Looks like our little secret's out.
And Brookside will be back on Living at the same time tomorrow.
Still to come this afternoon, though, Murray in just a few minutes' time, followed by Judge Judy at 3:30. It's Car Wars today.
Is it?
Yeah, she likes them, yeah. And the Real Holiday Show at 4 o'clock is Magaluf ready for a pre-wedding fling. Actually, I suspect it's seen an awful lot worse. Yes. Anyway, that's all to come this afternoon on Living.
We've been talking today about a couple of news items, haven't we? First of all, Richard Branson. He didn't get the lottery. Should he have? Was it a fix? You give us a call and let us know what you think about that. And the other thing is stars with and without their makeup.
Yes.
In a kind of before and after type way, including we showed pictures of us with and without.
Yes,
Had a call from Andrew Linney who says, I'm sure you both look beautiful before and after, but I can't tell because I'm blind. Well, it's lovely to have a call from you, Andrew. I'll just fill you in. I'm actually about 6'2", long blonde hair and legs up to here.
And I'm 4 foot nothing, a brunette. Yes, 38
But well endowed.
G.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But do give us a call and tell us what you think of us before